Hi, Dan Fontaine, Fontaine Network, fighting communism one entrepreneur at a time. So, how's everyone? Hopefully, those of you that saw yesterday's blog post with the funny sports videos enjoyed them. The honey badger is definitely a character, and then with that Australian accent, I don't know, it seems to be a bit funnier to me. A real character. Excuse me. A real character. Then, Scott Sterling, the man, the myth, the legend. What can I say? You learned all about him last night or yesterday. So, I've been talking about also in the previous blogs to baby boomers. People that are about ready to retire, who can't retire, who don't want to retire, people that need additional sources of income to retire, and looking at opportunities there. I've also talked about students, young people getting out of college that have a burdensome college debt. And I've offered suggestions to both the baby boomers, the millennials, the Generation X or Y, about opportunities on the online or internet business. Tonight, I'd like to just talk about 10 tips for choosing the right internet business. And I'll share a few of them here, and then the rest will be on my blog. The first one, rather obvious, but don't quit your day job. It takes some time to, get up to speed and to build your business on the internet. I will say, however, that depending upon the business that you do have, say somebody like an architect or a contractor, you can certainly use the blogging, the internet, to instruct, inform, give value to people on the internet in your line of work. Things that do's or don'ts about remodeling, or architects or contractors would do both. Do's or don'ts about remodeling, things to look for, things to be careful of. Is your neighborhood an area where, spending X amount of dollars would return in value to you if you're thinking investment? If you're thinking lifestyle and comfort, well, then that doesn't mean as much or make as much difference. But utilize the internet to market and inform and instruct people, give them value. To build your existing business, or to, as I've done, create your own new business. So don't quit your day job, or enhance your day job utilizing the internet. Another one that they talk about is don't overlook the obvious. If you are passionate about something, you have a hobby, perhaps that's the way to go to utilize an internet business. I talked about, or I have in the past, fly fishing or baking, things like that. Perhaps you can do an online, you could start your own store, but an online fish and tackle and fishing supply store. Difficulty there is you're relying on others to ship the devices, have the product in stock, and ship it for you. But follow a passion. It could be just talking about rugby, which I do fairly often because that's one of my passions. So, look for the obvious then. And the very last one here is listen to your heart and your head. You've got to be smart about it. Yes, you want some emotion once you've made that decision. Emotion and the connection will help you follow through when times might get a little tight. And so that's your heart part, but your head. You know yourself better than anyone else, you and your spouse perhaps, or your significant other. Will you really do it? Will you take the time? Will you take the action? Will you do what's necessary to make it work? So those are just three of the tips that he has in this article, or we have in the article. So check them out. You might also look at the Empower Network, which is what I have utilized. Empower Network has kind of two levels for it. The first is the blogging platform that gets you into the internet, blogging or vlogging and whatnot. And there's a great deal of training involved with that. There are other products for mindset and additional training within the system. So that's one level. Second level, which is the one I've chosen, I have the products, but I also market the products. So my business is the business right now of Marketing Empower Network because I believe in it. So that would be something to consider, and please look at it and see what you think. Again, Dan Fontaine, Fontaine Network. Talk to you soon.